Hey everyone, how's it going? Today, I'm not in the studio. I'm in Dallas, Texas on a work trip, and I thought it'd be a great time to update you on what's currently in my wallet, as well as the current strategy I'm using for earning points. It's been a couple months since I've done the last What's in My Wallet video, and I've made some changes with all of the recent changes with the Delta SkyMiles program, as well as the Delta SkyMiles credit cards. If you watched the last What's in My Wallet video, you'll know I'm a big Delta fan, or at least was. But with the recent Delta changes and restrictions being added to the Delta SkyMiles credit cards, I've had to make some changes. If you haven't seen my previous What's in My Wallet video, I'll link that one down below. So with my current setup, I usually carry 3 credit cards. Those cards are the American Express Gold Card, the Capital One Venture X, and the Chase Inked Unlimited Card. I'll talk more about how I use these cards later in the video. Now, the reason I have these 3 credit cards in my wallet is because I applied for credit cards in the wrong order. When I started getting into credit cards, I was unaware of Chase's 524 rule. For those of you who don't know, the Chase 524 rule states that if you have applied and been approved for 5 or more credit cards from any credit card issuer in the past 24 months, you won't be eligible for a Chase credit card. By the time I learned about this rule, it was too late. So my current daily drivers are probably not my long-term solution. At the end of this video, I'll tell you about a couple cards that I'd like to get once I'm under 524. Now when I travel, like right now, I like to throw 3 additional cards into my wallet. Those cards are the Hilton Aspire Card, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and the Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business Card. These cards help me get extra perks and benefits when traveling through hotels and airports. So now let's dive in and talk about all of these cards in depth and why I have them in my wallet. As we're going along, if you have any of these cards, hit the thumbs up. So the first card in my wallet is the American Express Gold Card. This is probably not a surprise, as I've talked about this card many times on my channel. This card is in my wallet simply because it earns 4x back at grocery stores and on dining, which is great because grocery stores are one of my family's highest spending categories. There's also a total of $240 in credits on this card. You'll receive a $120 Uber credit, which I use for Uber Eats, and a $120 dining credit. Both of these will come in the form of $10 a month. Now my wife and I spend about $1,000 a month on groceries and about $100 a month on restaurants. That totals 4,400 membership rewards points each month. This year alone, we have earned almost 40,000 points year to date. American Express membership rewards points are a pretty valuable currency to me, and I value them pretty high solely based on the redemptions I have gotten with the points. My wife and I took a trip down to Key Largo earlier this year, and we stayed at the Hilton Baker's Cay Resort. At the time of booking, the cash rate was around $600 a night, with the standard room rate redemption around 90,000 points a night. But for our 3-night stay, we only had to transfer 105,000 membership rewards points. This is because of a 35% transfer bonus that Amex and Hilton were running at the time. This gave us value of 1.7 cents per point. The next card in my wallet that I use pretty frequently is the Capital One Venture X. This card is a very well-known travel card that earns 10x back on hotels and rental cars booked through the Capital One Travel Portal, 5x back on flights booked through the Capital One Travel Portal, then 2x back on all other purchases. Because of that 2x back on everything, this is my catch-all card. For those of you who don't know, a catch-all card is a card you use when you don't have another card with a higher multiplier in the category that you're looking to purchase something. Most rewards credit cards earn at least 1 point per dollar on all purchases. But some cards, like the Capital One Venture X or the Citi Double Cash card, earn 2x back or 2% back on all purchases. The Venture X has an annual fee of $395, but an effective annual fee of positive $5 after you factor in the benefits and credits that this card has. Capital One has built a robust travel portal and continues to expand with the addition of the Premier Collection about a year ago, as well as the Lifestyle Collection. I generally find myself using Capital One's transfer partners like British Airways to book American flights, Virgin Red and Flying Blue to book Delta flights, and Air Canada to book United flights. The last card in my everyday setup is the Chase Inked Unlimited Business Card. This card is pretty basic, but earns a base rate of 1.5% back on all purchases. Now that 1.5% back will actually come in the form of ultimate rewards points, so you can look at this as earning 1.5x back on all purchases. I talked about this card and all the other Chase Inked cards in my last video. I'll link it down below for you to go watch. I have this card in my wallet primarily if I need to make a business purchase, or if I'm looking to earn some ultimate rewards points. Chase Ultimate Rewards points can be pretty valuable, especially if you transfer them out to partners like United, Southwest, Hyatt, and more. Now let's talk about the 3 cards that I add to my wallet when I'm traveling. The first card I add to my wallet is the Hilton Honors Aspire Card. If I'm staying at a Hilton property, this card is great because it earns 14x back on Hilton purchases, and is especially helpful if I'm eating at a restaurant on site. But even if I'm not staying at a Hilton property, I like to keep this one on me if I'm flying. The Aspire card offers a $250 airline fee credit for incidentals like checked bags, in-flight refreshments, or change fees. If for some reason I need to pay for something with the airline, I can use this card and get it covered. I've also used this credit in the past to buy food on board if I didn't have time to make it to a lounge. Beyond that, I don't normally put any other spend on this card because it only earns Hilton Honors points. The next card I add to my wallet is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I have this card in my wallet for a couple reasons. The first reason is the partner benefit with Lyft. Chase has a couple partner benefits that they offer with their cards. In this case, they're offering an elevated points multiplier with Lyft rides. You'll earn an additional 3x back on top of the 2x back you get for travel purchases, totaling 5x back for Lyft rides. The second reason I have this card is because of that 2x back on travel purchases. Whenever I can, I like to build up Chase Ultimate Rewards points, and 2x back on travel is a great way to do that. The last card I have in my wallet is the Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business Card. This version of the card is partially made from a Delta Boeing 747, which is about 50% of the reason I keep it in my wallet. Because of the Delta SkyMiles changes, earning status with a Delta card is just not doable anymore, or at least not doable for me. I used to try to hit the status boost to get some extra MQMs. Because of that, I don't put much spend on this card anymore. I do keep this card in my wallet in case I need it when trying to enter a Delta Sky Club. So what would I do differently when I'm below 524? Well, at some point I'd like to get the Chase Freedom Flex and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Because I have the Sapphire Preferred already, it would be nice to be able to complete the Chase Trifecta if I'd like to solely earn Ultimate Rewards points. There are a number of co-branded cards from Chase that I'd like to get, like the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless card or even the Ritz-Carlton card. Those may not be daily drivers, however, they would be great for travel. But seeing as that's 4 Chase credit cards, it may be a while before I get there. But let me know down below, what cards do you have in your wallet? Is there a better setup out there? Comment down below because I'd really love to know what you guys have. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you next time.